let me in?
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
You said it.
Come on, guys, let's go for a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
So fetch. What is fetch?
Oh, it's like slang from England.
I'm Charlotte Blackwood.
I'm Maverick.
Maverick? Does your mother not like you or something?
Chunk is dead. Don't say that. Never say that. Goonies never say die.
It's the Al Travis Show. We do this every couple of weeks. We had Seth in here, Seth on hockey, because I'm honest. I like hockey. I like watching hockey. I got to watch it live. Watching TV, that opens my eye. It doesn't do me any favors. So we get Seth in to talk hockey. We've got him today. Seth, how are you doing?
Al, I'm doing great. We are right in the throes of winter. We got the brutal cold outside, so perfect time to just sit in and park in front of the TV.
Let me ask you, because I don't think I did you fair last couple times you've been on. Your history, you've been a sports nut for, I presume, most of your life, but when did you start in the business?
Yeah, so I've been a suffering Minnesota sports fan for pretty much my entire adult life.
Ouch.
I started my radio career back in right around 2000, probably 2012.
Okay.
With WJON and the fan.
Shout out to that radio station. Great radio station here.
That's my original stomping grounds, and just grew to love it, and worked my way to Redwood Falls, where my first full-time gig was.
Good for you.
And did that for just under 9 years, and now here in Mankato, and just having a time of it.
How Mankato, KTOA, another great radio station here from the group. How did you get down? I know you're the PA announcer for the Maverick hockey team, the college down there. Did that get there first? How you've been here for what, a year with KTOE? Did you get here and then that shows up? Was the gig in hockey get you down to the KTOE? How did that work for you a year ago?
So KTOE came first. I was looking for just the next step in the line, and after I moved on from Redwood, I felt like a bigger city was kind of the next progression.
All right.
And was looking at the Twin Cities, but was always kind of intrigued with the Mankato area. Wanted to see if anything popped up there, and sure enough, KTOE came knocking, and I answered that call. And after I got situated there and kind of got my feet wet and got acclimated, the opportunity to do PA for the football team and the men's hockey team both at the same time. It happened that the PA announcer who had been doing both for the past 20 years had some opportunities that he moved on to down in Florida. So both came open at the same time, and I said, yeah, let's do it.
That's fantastic. So what do you do for KTOE?
News director.
Good for you. Okay, so you've been in the biz, you're doing the biz, but is hockey your one? I mean, you go to Mankato, hockey's great, always has been, but the football team as well. So, I mean, you've stepped into some pretty fun shoes.
Oh, yeah. I would say hockey's one, and I've got a startling admission for you, Al.
What?
Never played hockey a day in my life.
I can't skate. Yeah.
And like I don't know how, but I think the fact that I never played it forced me to work harder to understand the game.
Gotcha.
And like I always played baseball as a kid, played baseball all the way up through high school, golfer as well, as you know.
Yep.
But hockey just became kind of the biggest passion, the biggest source of intrigue, I guess, as far as sports go, and I just have run with it ever since. I've been, actively covering hockey now for the last probably 4 years. So it's something that I feel like I learn something new every day.
All right. I want to test your knowledge. We have the hockey rankings for the NHL out, of course, the ESPN. Who would be the number one power team? I'm going to see how many you get right. Number one power team in your mind.
Number one's got to be the Colorado Avalanche.
Ding, 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 ding. That is correct.
Last night, they suffered their second regulation loss of the season.
Oh, wow. So that's number one. Number two would be your opinion.
Number two, I would say it could either be Dallas or Washington.
It's Dallas. Good call. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Then you're going to say three is Washington.
Yeah, I would say three then would be Washington.
See, now we're going to fall off. They're six.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to really fall off. So give me your next again. I just want to get you to 5. They're saying Carolina's at 3. Can you live with that?
Yeah, I can be fine with that. Carolina is they're one of the beasts in the East.
Okay. And then number 4?
Now, Minnesota Wild got to be somewhere here.
You got Tampa Bay Lightning at 4. Can you live with that?
Yes, Tampa Bay is great.
And then you are correct. It's the Minnesota Wild at 5. Sorry, it's a tough. I mean, I have no idea what ESPN uses, but Minnesota at 5 has got to get people pretty jazzed up. In that, I used this earlier today. Don't follow a lot of hockey. I'm okay with hockey. I read when we win and lose. Until that was with the Wall of St. Paul got like 3 shutouts in a row, I wasn't paying attention. Now I am. They got 12 straight points in a row. I mean, that's hard in hockey. There's something ginning up here, right? I mean, there's a legit thing here.
They found the formula, and this has always been a franchise that has relied on good goaltending and good defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think the goaltending has found a different gear that they haven't previously had. I mean, I was diving into the numbers over the last week or so, and we haven't seen this level of goaltending for the Wild since Devin Dubnyk back in like 2014.
Oh, good.
So they're just and it doesn't matter if it's Philip Gustafsson, it doesn't matter if it's Jesper Wallstedt. They're both playing outstanding, and if you get really good goaltending, you can mask any level of flaws or problems, and it becomes an easy rallying point for the team, and they have ridden that goaltending all the way through the month of November into December.
Now, Gustafsson's a great goalie. I mean, he was a year ago, but like say those first month and a half of hockey wasn't doing much, and then Wallstedt makes his run, and all of a sudden Gustafsson picks his game up. Am I reading that correctly, or is it just bad luck up until then? It seems that one guy, and I'm getting with the Wall, seemed to change everything for this team.
Yeah, you're 100% right, and I think it was just as simple as the Wild went into the season expecting Gustafsson to be the starter and expecting Jesper to be the backup. So you figure in that instance, it's probably a 50-30 split as far as starts go.
Okay.
And Jesper's been so good this year that Bill Guerin said earlier a couple weeks ago, he said his play has changed our thinking to the point that we look at this as 1A, 1B. So in Gustafsson's mind, he's like, I don't know if I want to do a 40-40 split. Like, I got to pick it up so I still get those starters starts.
Yeah. Well, and again, high water raises all boats or whatever. That's great. Now, good news, bad news before we go to break. You gave me Colorado at 1, and they have Dallas ahead of us as well. Those are the 2 teams that are ahead of us in the conference. Are we saying there really isn't a chance to catch them? You just won 12 points in a row, for heaven's sakes. Can we catch them or not?
The Wild, I think, can catch them, but it's one of those situations that's frustrating where all the wins that the Wild had, those 12 straight games where they recorded a point, Colorado did the same thing. So you make up ground in that stretch. But we saw earlier this month that the Wild are capable of playing with both of these teams. They beat the Avs in a shootout. They're capable of playing with them. It's just it's a matter of bringing your A game in those instances. The Wild have done a much better job of that here compared to where they were in October. You just got to meet the moment. You got to rise up and meet the moment. And I think if the Wild do that, they can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
All right, so then if that is the case, and again, a minute before I go to break, if that's the case, then the idea is, and we're in the cut, right? We're going to go to the playoffs. We're in. It's a matter of just practicing, working out, get your groove together. So when you get there, you do believe you can win that, right? We're not looking to overtake them. What are we down? 9 points? That's a lot in hockey. So now it's just like maintain. Just figure out the game.
Yeah, it's like studying for a test. Learn the material, get good at the material so that when the final hits, you're ready to go and you pass.
All right, because we're about halfway through the season. That's amazing to me. I mean, yeah, we're halfway through the season. That's wow. This stuff goes quick. We got to go to break because we haven't even started on the college hockey, which is huge here in Minnesota, and we've got the guy. He's the PA announcer for the Mavs. We'll talk with Seth on hockey right after this.
This season, bring the whole family to see Irving Berlin's White Christmas. This smash hit musical based on the classic film returns by popular demand to delight you at Chanhassen dinner theaters. With loads of laughter and a stunning showcase of Irving Berlin songs, White Christmas is a celebration of the romance, friendship, and magic of the holidays. Make your plans today to see White Christmas. Visit chanhassendt.com.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
Don't need to ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on the Al Travis Show.
We've got him, Seth, on hockey. We might as well start with the hometown club. When you look at the CCH standings, Minnesota State Mavs are on top. By just 1 point, I might add. Is Bemidji pretty good this year? Talk to me about your Mavericks. Are we doing everything we want? I win 7, 1 loss, 2 ties.
Yeah, they've won 6 straight, and they have not allowed more than 2 goals in a game since November 7th.
Wow. So is this a goalie standing on his head or defense all the way around?
It's a good combination of both. Alex Tracy's been phenomenal. He's had a couple of shutouts during that run, but the defense has really been setting the tone, and the Mavericks are getting contributions from up and down the lineup, and once that all starts to click, they become a really tough team to beat. And as far as Bemidji State goes, they had an awful year last year, but it was kind of one of those, like, everything that can go wrong will. So it was. I think the expectation this year was that they would be much better, and of course they have been so far. But Mavericks on top is wonderful to see.
I don't even pretend to know all the rest. Bowling Green Falcons, Michigan Tech Huskies, Augustana St. Thomas, though. Didn't they have a pretty good program a couple of years ago? And because they're down 6th, 7th in just the double CHA.
Yeah, and they've made the jump to D1, obviously with those new facilities that they have at their disposal. They've had an up and down season. It seems like every time they get some good momentum rolling, they suffer a little bit of a setback. So it'll be interesting to see where they finish up in the standings, but through the first part of the season, I'd have to say they probably were hoping they'd be a little higher up.
All right. Higher up is interesting. I want to look at the USCHO standings, which is what they're using now. Why did they get rid of the Perry-wise? Because no one could understand how it happened. I mean, there is a Perry-wise. I looked, it's there. It kind of mimics this one, but is this coaches and newspaper reporters? What makes this up?
Yeah, this is truly more of a power rankings than the pairwise was the formula that just would be able to kind of sift through everything. So this is more of a tried and true actual power rankings.
Okay.
And I find it ironic that we talk the Mavericks played Wisconsin early on in the season, and they tied in both games. They went to the shootout in both, and I was told those are going to look pretty good as the season unfolds. Wisconsin number 2 now in the nation, so those ties look pretty darn good.
Is 13 working for you? Because that's where Mankato State is. Our Minnesota State Mankato is at 13. Is that pretty fair?
Yeah, I think being in those teens right now, and I think if the Mavericks sweep Ferris State like is expected this weekend, I think they'll get closer to 10, maybe hop up to like the 9 spot.
All right.
It's just a matter of just continuing to handle your business and trust that the rankings will reflect that.
But some of these teams are perennials. Michigan's 1, Wisconsin 2, Michigan State 3, Minnesota Duluth at 4, North Dakota. I mean, these are all teams we covered pretty heavily when we first started this program. Western Michigan, Quinnipiac is all there. I don't know about Penn State. Denver has always been relatively good. I see missing in the list somewhere. Where's the U of M?
That's the $1 million question. And I just, every time I see the Gophers in a game, I know they played Penn State recently, and I think they won at least the first game 6-5. Like, it just doesn't seem like they're getting the goaltending that they've had in previous seasons. They do certainly have the offense, but you can't win every game 7-6 or 6-5. You got to find a way to shore that up at some point.
And is it too late? I don't know how far we are into the season. What Michigan? We've got how many games we played? 10-2. We've got 16 games. What do you play? About 22, 23 in a hockey season?
We're about at the halfway point of the conference season. So there still is time to make a run, but you want to be higher up. You want to be in the rankings at this point because I feel like it's a lot harder to climb in than it is to stay in.
And is all of the playoffs due to these rankings, or when you look at what is it, the CCAH, if we win that tournament, if we win that, we're in? Is that something, or is it you've got to have to just be the rankings? How does it work to get in?
Yeah, so whoever wins the conference tournament gets an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. So that's the preferred route. Win your tournament and get in, and not have to worry about the selection show or anything like that. Just win the tournament and in.
So with what you've seen with the University of Minnesota, the old alma mater, do they have that opportunity? Is that their only opportunity to win? Get into their playoff, their series, and win that thing?
I think that is probably their most likely route. And as we saw with the Mavericks last year, they were good enough. Even had they not won the conference tournament, they probably still would have gotten in. I just like to not leave things up to chance. Like, just handle your own business and be good to go.
All right. Well, let's talk about then Minnesota State Mavericks' next game. You're saying they're playing. Are they here at home? Where's their schedule?
Yep. Two games this weekend against Ferris State. Ferris State 3-11 on the season, so should be a couple of regulation wins. That's the key word right there. Should be regulation wins against Ferris State this weekend.
You don't want to go to extra? Okay, fair enough. All right, and you'll be there to be doing those calls today?
I will be. I'll be loud and raucous on the microphone for both games.
All right. Seth, I appreciate you doing this for me, coming in here every couple weeks, catching us up on what's going on in hockey. Good luck tonight to you and Mankato State, the Mavs.
Al, always a pleasure. Look forward to it every time we get a chance to chat, and looking forward to the next segment as well.
See you, my friend. He is Seth on hockey on the Al Travis Show.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try